Y'all, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I have to hop in here with this whole Shira 7 and the spiritual whistleblower content. The funny thing is, um, I saw the spiritual whistleblowers content over time like pop into my feed. I don't know if I was ever following them. I don't think I was ever. Um, because I unfollow and follow people a lot. Like if they say something I don't like or disagree with, if I'm following them, I'll quickly unfollow. So that could have happened, or I could have never been following her and just liked a few of her videos, because as a also person who's neurodivergent, autistic, I really agree with some of the things that she posts. But I also really love Shira, and I love her. I love both of these ladies, honestly. So it's just really, I got a lot to unpack here. So I'm going to try to do it in one video. Here's some light, some better light. So pretty much, one, black women, and I know Shira's not clapping back. She's not. She just said, stop posting me looking like that, okay? And it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, dang, this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to brown women, black women, just ripping and tearing each other up. It's like, can we just build each other up for once? Can we, regardless of the walks of life we come from, okay? Regardless of the choices we make, the mistakes we make, because we all have made mistakes. We all, have learned lessons in life that we can learn from each other from and benefit from. Can we just stop ragging each other down and bringing each other down? I have a video about this. It's probably in my feminine embodiment playlist, about how if black women were to heal, this entire planet would heal. And that's on some metaphysical cosmic knowledge-ish, okay? It is the black woman, mixed race woman, whatever, that mitochondrial Eve DNA coming from black women, okay? When we rip each other up and we tear each other up for views, for clicks, for clout, like just to feed that dark womb energy, that dark mother energy, it just sets everyone off. You know how in a household, the mother sets the tone, right? The mother sets the tone of the household. The black women of this world set more of a tone than most of them understand. And this is why we need to smarten up across the board, okay? And not just black women, colored women in general, because of the influence that we hold and the ability to harness energy that we hold, okay? Think about the womb. It's black. It's a creative space. It's like it can go either way. We need to get it together, okay? And this doesn't mean we all need to be alike either. And this solely just means stop ripping each other up, stop dragging each other down, stop kicking each other when we're down, okay? And this is women in general, but I see it the most with beautiful, like they're both beautiful. They're both beautiful women. They both have lessons. Two different sides of a coin. It's a feminine coin, but two different feminines. And I watched a video about this maybe a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, and I posted it on my Facebook about the two different feminine archetypes. We have the Sophia archetype and the Lilith archetype, and how they are both needed. And when you reject one, you are leaving that fragment of feminine off, and it's just not right. It's not wholesome. Two of these different feminine archetypes we got, right? They're both women, but they harness different feminine energies, okay? It's just like saying the dark feminine is something all, and not the dark mother, the dark feminine energy, because feminine energy is dark. That's what we're all seeing right now. I mean, especially from a particular end. And I'm sure Shira's doing her little things too, because she's definitely a witch. So, she's a Pisces. And she's talked about these things before. So she's doing her own little thing. Probably, in the background. But at the end of the day, these two different archetypes of women, like one's like, oh, I'm so pure and so clean and I never step onto the dark side, and one's like living in the dark side and never reaching up for the light. It's like, what happens when we look at both of those different types of women? The Lilith archetype, okay, which is like the one that doesn't bend, the one that doesn't, want to submit, the one that left the Garden of Eden for sovereignty, okay? And then the other Eve, not even Sophia. It's like Eve and Lilith. That's what I meant, not Sophia, because both are daughters of Sophia. But I'm talking Eve and Lilith, okay? Eve and Lilith archetypes. They're both feminine archetypes that need to be understood. It's like, I like dancing with both. I'm not gonna, when I feel like I need to walk away and not be subservient, I'm gonna step out of my Eve and move into my Lilith and show my power that I'm not gonna bend. I'm gonna go run with the wolves. I'm gonna go be in nature. I'm gonna go be in my sovereignty with myself. And then when I do want to submit and feel comfortable and feel more of that pure energy, that union energy, especially when it comes to men, I'm gonna be more in my Eve archetype. They are both needed in this planet. They're both needed in their different modes. So I'm just so overseeing women in general rip each other up. Like, it's really like my Aries grandmother would say, I want to bash their heads together. Like, when just people are just arguing and just going nuts because they can't rise above the BS. They have to like engage in these warring. And it's literally like a war right now with these two. And it's like, do you see? This goes with the video I made today. When you are warring within, you're warring without. And that's creating a large projection in the world. That's creating more war. Okay? And these are two Black women, two mixed women. And yes, I can talk about this. My mother is Black, my father is Black. Okay, I'm mixed. So, yeah. I've already talked about this a ton of times, so don't go talking to me about talking about Black business, because this is my business. We need to up level. Like that video of Cardi B playing the air guitar on her Nunu, just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, women? The ones that hold the largest influence on this planet, which are Black women, everyone follows the beat of a Black woman's drum, whether it be fashion, music, looks, the physical embodiment of what we look like. People pay to look like that. And what are we doing with our influence? Creating wars? Showing people that's what we do? It's ghetto. Earth is ghetto, and I'm not like, it's just ghetto-ness. It's ratchet and it's ghetto. I like both of these women. That's the thing. I'm like, I can't pick a side because I literally like them both. It's just the feminine wound coming up of, we need to stop this ish. Stop bringing each other down. Stop ripping the womb up because it like feeds your own womb wounds. We need to heal. We need to heal. We need to focus on healing. Can we focus on healing? Can there be peace? And then I find out, I didn't even know there was like this long going of beef, like years worth of beef. Just in kind of one-sided beef, maybe one's being more vocal about it. I mean, I'm a triple water sign, so I know what working in the background is like and not responding to people's energy, but doing my own energy things. It just comes to the stages of evolution. And if you think you're a higher caliber woman, don't tear other women up. Like, I had to learn that. Like, some of the women that I thought I was more evolved than, I ripped them up and tore them up, and it like made me feel really bad after. It's like, dang, I could have done a lot better, like being a bigger sister type energy or auntie type energy to these women rather than like tearing them up. Understand being honest about some things and helping other women, like by being honest, but you don't gotta be so nasty. Like, we need to do better. We need to do better, especially as beautiful Black mixed women that hold so much influence. Please be more responsible with your platforms and what you're teaching people. through your own representation of self.